Hi, boys and girls. This is Mrs. Pearson, your elementary ELL teacher. Today we're going to work on spelling words and phonics for second grade journeys, lesson 2. And you're going to have 16 words. And the anchor text is me, Familia, or my family. For this lesson, you will need a pencil, and you will also need a piece of paper where you write your numbers 1 through 16. So you will need a piece of paper and a pencil. If you need to, push pause, get your paper and pencil, write your numbers 1 through 16. Because at the end of the lesson, after you've written the words once, my challenge to you is to get crayons or use your pencil again and rainbow write your words 1, 2, 3 more times. So after you've written them once, you're going to write them once, twice, 3 more times. That's your challenge. You might have already gotten this worksheet. It has the same words 1 through 16. And if you have, you will need 3 crayons to rainbow write and match the words below. So please get out your worksheet or your paper and pencil and crayons if you have them. And if you need to, push pause, and we're going to get started. Here's our learning target. I can correctly read and spell second grade words with short O as in top, short U as in cup, and short E as in jet. Success criteria. How will you know you're successful at reading and spelling second grade words with short O as in top, short U as in cup, and short E as in jet? Well, here's our steps to success. We want to reach the top of our learning mountain today. So number 1, we're going to read and say each word. Number 2, you're going to spell and write each word. Number 3, do my best. I will do my best. And number 4, your challenge is to write each word 3 more times at the end of the lesson. So again, words with short O as in top, like you spin a top, or top could also mean shirt, like you put on a shirt, or short U, cup, or short E, jet. Number 1, what do you think it is? Number 1, wet, W-E-T. They are all wet, W-E-T. Stretch it like a rubber band. Wet. Shrink it. Wet. Say it slow. Wet. Say it fast. Wet. Chop it up. W-E-T. Slide it all together. Wet. Number 2. What are these all examples of? A job. You can have a class job, or you can have a job as a doctor, or as a UPS driver, firefighter, chef. There's many different types of jobs. A job, J-O-B, J-O-B. Stretch it out like a rubber band. Job. Shrink it. Job. Say it slow. Job. Say it fast. Job. Now I'm going to chop up the sounds. J, a, b. Now I'm going to slide them together. Job. Number 3. Hug. H-U-G. Hug. H-U-G. I'm going to stretch it out. Hug. I'm going to shrink it. Hug. Say it slow. Hug. Say it fast. Hug. Now I'm going to chop up the sounds. I'm segmenting them and I'm touching my arm, saying the first sound, ha, middle sound, end sound, g. Now I'm going to slide the sounds together, hug. rest. All these are examples of people or animals who are resting. Rest. I'm going to stretch it out. Rest. I'm going to shrink it. Rest. R-E-S-T. Rest. R-E-S-T. Rest. Now I'm going to chop the sounds up, starting at the top of my arm, and I'm going to touch my arm and say s. Now I'm going to slide the sounds together. Rest. Number 5. Oh, spot. Spot. There is a spot. There's more than one spot on the dog, the Dalmatian, or on the leaf, or on the mat, or X marks the spot. And then there's Spot, who has a spot on himself. I'm going to stretch it out. Spot. I'm going to shrink it. Spot. I'm going to stretch it. Spot. I'm going to shrink it. Spot. Now I'm going to segment the sounds, touching the top of my arm. Each time I pat my arm, I'm going to say the sound. Spot. Now I'm going to slide the sounds together. Spot. Number 6. Mud. Mud. M-U-D. M-U-D. Mud. Stretch it out. Mud. Shrink it. Mud. Say it slow. Mud. Say it fast. Mud. Now I'm going to chop up the sounds. Say each sound separately. D. Slide the sounds together. Mud. Number 7. Left. L-E-F-T. Left. Take a left, turn a left, or I write with my left hand, or I'm pointing to the left. Stretch it out. Left. Left. Say it slow. Left. Say it fast. Left. Now I'm going to chop it up, touching my arm with each sound. O, e, t. Now slide the sounds together. Left. Number 8. Help. H-E-L-P. Help. Those are all examples of people calling for help or helping another animal or person. Help. H-E-L-P. I'm going to stretch it out. Help. Help. Say it slow. Help. Say it fast. Help. Now I'm going to chop it up, touching my arm with every sound. O. Help. Help. Number 9. These are all examples of what? A plum. Plum jam and plums on the tree. Plum. Stretch it out. Plum. Shrink it. Plum. Say it slow. Plum. Say it fast. Plum. Now I'm going to chop up the sounds. Say each sound individually, touching my arm as I go down my arm. Slide them together. Plum. N is nut. These are all examples of a different type of nut. Nut. There is even not a tool, but a part that you use that's called a nut. Nuts and bolts. Nut. Stretch it out. Nut. Shrink it. Nut. Say it slow. Nut. Say it fast. Nut. I'm going to chop it up and say each sound, touching my arm as I go, starting at the top of my shoulder. T. Slide it together, nut. Number 11. These are all examples of what? A net. N-E-T, net. N-E-T, net. Stretch it out. Net. Shrink it, net. Say it slow, net. Shrink, say it fast, net. Now I'm going to chop up and say each word, touching my arm, starting at my shoulder and going down. N, e, t. Now slide the sounds together, net. Hot, hot, H-O-T, H-O-T, hot. Stretch it out, hot. Shrink it, hot. Say it slow, hot. Say it fast, hot. Now I'm going to chop up the sound, say each sound individually, starting at my shoulder and touching my arm as I go down. Hot, hot. Get. So the person is getting something. The girl is trying to get cookies off the top shelf. The boy is getting water from the water fountain. And the balloon says, get well soon, get. So get, G-E-T, G-E-T, get. I'm going to stretch it out, get. I'm going to shrink it, get. I'm going to say it slow, get. I'm going to say it fast, get. Now I'm going to chop up the sounds, starting at the beginning sound, g, e, t. Slide the sounds together, get. The word is not, N-O-T. Excuse me, I just had to sneeze. Not, N-O-T, not. Stretch it out, not. Shrink it, not. Say it slow, not. Say it fast, not. Now I'm going to say each sound, starting at the beginning, touching my arm as I go, starting at my shoulder. N, ah, t. Slide the sounds together, not. Number 15, lunch. 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 Spell it L-U-N-C-H. L-U-N-C-H. Lunch. I'm going to stretch it out again. Lunch. Lunch. Now I'm going to say each individual sound. L, n, ch. Lunch. Last word. Blank money. Blank time. Spend. So the examples on the top, spend money. Examples on the bottom, spend time. So you can spend money or you can spend time with your friends and family. Spend. S-P-E-N-D. Spend. Stretch it out. Spend. Shrink it. Spend. Say it slow. Spend. Say it fast. Spend. Now I'm going to chop up the sounds. Sp, n, d. Spend. Well, now it's time to check your work. So we have number 1 was wet. Wet. W-E-T. Number 2, job. J-O-B. Number 3, hug. H-U-G. Number 4, rest. R-E-S-T. Number 5, spot. S-P-O-T, spot. Number 6, mud, M-U-D, mud. Number 7, left, L-E-F-T. Number 8, help, H-E-L-P, help. So number 1, wet. 2, job. 3, hug. 4, rest. 5, spot. 6, mud. 7, left. 8, help. 9, plum, P-L-U-M, plum. 10, nut, N-U-T, nut. 11, net, N-E-T, net. Number 12, hot, H-O-T, hot. Number 13, get, G-E-T, get, get. Number 14, not, N-O-T, not. Number 15, lunch, L-U-N-C-H. Number 16, spend, like spend money, spend, S-P-E-N-D, or you can spend time, S-P-E-N-D. So let's reflect on your paper. How do you think you did today with our learning target? Just like Winnie the Pooh and Tigger look at their reflection, I want you to look at and reflect on your learning. I can correctly read and spell second grade words with short O as in top, short U as in cup, short E as in jet. Would you give yourself a 4? I could teach this lesson. I was able to read, write, and spell all the words easily and correctly. 3, I was able to read, write, and spell most of the words correctly. 2, I was able to read, write, and spell some of the words correctly. Or 1, I was not able to read, write, or spell any of the words correctly. Give yourself a reflection grade on the learning target. Now on your participation. How well did you hit the target by following class expectations? 4, I'm an expert. I was fully engaged and trying my best. 3, I'm a master. I was mostly engaged in trying. 2, I'm an apprentice. I sometimes tried. Or 1, I'm a novice. I had a hard time participating today. So your challenge, we're at the end of our lesson. Challenge yourself. Make your brain muscles strong. You've already written your 1 through 16 spelling words and phonics words. So take crayons or your pencil and rainbow write or write your words 1, 2, 3 more times. Boys and girls, it was a pleasure spending time with you. Have a great day.